Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. It's your boy Metal Mike. How's it going, everyone, today or tonight, whatever time it is when you're listening to this, either online or on the radio itself. I'm not with Hammer Smash Joe today. He's revamping his metal spirit. He's over in Toronto seeing Watain and Destroyer 666. And it's interesting because not only is this a band, two bands that he's wanted to see for a long time, but also he's a little worried. You're wondering why. How could a guy like as metal as Hammer Smash Joe be worried? Well, the rumor is that Watain likes to throw blood at the audience. And he's pumped for that. He's super pumped for that. But his worry is, does pig's blood come out of leather? That is what a metalhead worries about. Does pig's blood come out of leather? That's a real fabric question that we ask, because we don't know. And if it does, what would you need to do to remove it? Is there an ancient sacrifice you have to do? A religious sacrament? You got to bring it to an altar, and you got to beat it with a crucifix? I don't know. Maybe we'll all find out if it does happen. I'm not sure if they'll do stuff like that in Canada. I know sometimes we're a little bit restricted with the stage theatrics that bands are allowed to bring across the border. But allegedly it happened in Montreal. But we all know how crazy Montreal can be. So I guess we'll have to see. We'll hear about his adventure to Toronto next week on the show. But to this week on the show, we got a hell of a show lined up because we got lots of new music. We have new Dimmu Borgir that we're going to play in just a few minutes. I got a lot of new thrash metal bands, stoner metal bands, just a bunch of crazy crap that came out. And obviously curveballs. Also tonight is WWE Elimination Chamber. I managed to watch the first two matches of that before I showed up here today. And I'm not even going to get into the Olympics. Truthfully, I haven't really watched it. And we didn't really win at hockey. Well, we did okay, but, you know, if it's not gold, if you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, right? So, what can I say? But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping, and we're just going to get right into the metal. We're going to go back to the 80s now. Here's some Iron Maiden. Here's Flight of the Icarus by Iron Maiden on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. There it is, everyone. Right there. That is the new Dimmu Borgir. The song is called Interdimensional Summit. And you know what? I gotta say, the first couple times I listened to that song, I wasn't really feeling it. It was really symphonic. And I don't know. It wasn't resonating with me. And I really started thinking, you know, a lot of metalheads are stuck into this, not even just metalheads. Actually, I think this goes across all musical spectrums and all genres where we're not very permissive, I guess is the best way to say it, of bands trying new things. We like the way they sound, and when they go out there and try something new, because they've probably been typecasted in their own minds, and they try something new, and the fans immediately jump down their throat. We've seen it time and time again this year, just with one off the top of my head is Phil Anselmo doing anything that's not remotely close to Pantera. People jump down their throats, and I started thinking, is that? Oh, I don't know how to put that, but basically what I'm saying is that I think we should all start laying back a little bit. Let bands try things, man. It's their damn band. Let them do what they want to do. And you know what? The song's starting to grow on me, and I'm getting into that little bit of symphonic. I didn't find it too overwhelming, anyways. So I think that song's a real sleeper, and if you give the band a chance and let them experiment, I think they'll be able to blow you away. Now, we're going to keep things going. I know we got a lot of music to play today. I got a whole mess of songs because I had to come over prepared because Hammer Smash Joe is recharging his metal magic abilities or whatever he's doing over there in Toronto. But I got an Italian band for him. The band is called Godwatt. They're straight up Italian. They sing in Italian. And I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's just with the French accent in me. Here's the song Tenebre on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. It's Metal Mike talking to you right now. Hammer Smash Joe isn't here. He's recharging his metal attributes in Toronto. and I'll tell you about the bands that he's seeing if you haven't heard already. But first, I have to tell you about the bands that we just listened to. So before, the first thing that we kicked that off with was Godwatt, a band from Italy. I played that for Joe, because if you don't know, Joe's pretty Italian. Let me tell you something, all right? As he would say. And the song was called Tenebre, I suppose. And then after that, we had a band called Blue Cheese, pretty unorthodox name. The song called Yellow Finger, and that was killer. So, I'm cool with the name. Definitely cool with the name. And then that last song, that instrumental, that weird time signatures going everywhere, was a band called Outlyrs. And with the song 747. I don't know how they put an entire plane in a song, but if a plane was inside of a song, that's probably how it would sound. Anyway, so it's just Metal Mike hanging out here by myself, kind of talking to myself. I got a pet rat over here that I'm looking at. He's our mascot. Because what do I do without Joe? What do I do? I've drawn this parallel, basically. So I'm sitting in the studio, and judging on the amount of people that are actually listening to us right now, or on a weekly basis, if you're here by yourself, you could almost call this like borderline insanity. Because, like, if someone had walked in, take away the microphone, the way I'm conversing right now, that's in the room, buddy. That's padded room for me. But luckily, I got a lot of music to keep playing. I don't have to worry about that. So Hammer Smash Joe is watching Watain and Destroyer 666 tonight. And I bet he's listening to them too, not just watching, of course. And so I asked him, I said, Joe, if you're going to be seeing these bands, buddy, you gotta give me something to play of these bands, since you're going to be there. So what do you want to hear? And he gave me a song by each. A song by Watain, a song by Destroyer 666. And we're going to play them back to back for you here on Hammer Smash Radio. And we're going to start with Watain. So here is the song, Sworn to the Dark. Here it is, Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM, Destroyer 666, Hymm to Dionysus. If I pronounced that correctly, I have no idea. But I'm sure Joe will be able to tell me, because he's going to see them, or he's probably seeing them right now as we speak. Destroyer 666. Before that was Watain with the song Sworn to the Dark, another band that is at the show that Hammer Smash Joe is seeing tonight. Now, I don't want you to go anywhere, because in a few minutes we're going to have a song by a band called Chainsaw, which is probably the best metal band name of all time. Chainsaw. So simple, but you know what that can do. So what could that be about? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Welcome back to the show. We just had a crazy block of music. Ending that off with Chainsaw, which I think might be the best metal name of all time. And they're Canadian, I believe, so that song is Feed the Lies. Before that, we had a band called Wedge. They're from Germany with the song Lucid. And before that, another Canadian band, Mothercraft, with the song Cosmic Nod. And I was getting really like Rush, Geddy Lee style vocal performance from the singer, I suppose. And I don't know if that's intentional. I have this trait where I always compare like Canadian prog and Canadian stoner rock to Rush. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a Rush fan and they're the best band on the planet in this country. But, yes, so today is WWE's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and we're going to do that for our Metal Sports segment because nothing really much else is going on. And why I want to talk about this is because it has probably one of the most famous match types of all time, and that match is the Elimination Chamber. Now, what that is, if you're not a WWE fan or a wrestling fan, is around the ring, there's this giant chain cage contraption. It's not like a steel cage. It's not like a Hell in a Cell. It's black steel chains wrapped around. There's a lid on it, and inside of the ring, or inside of that structure, is the ring. But on the outside of the ring are 4 pods. So 4 wrestlers wait in these pods, and 2 start to match. And every 5 minutes or so, one gets released. And it's an elimination style, so pinfall, submission, you're out, and the last one standing is the winner. And they've been known to be pretty violent, less so in recent days, but back in the day, they used to be really violent. But today, there's two matches, two Elimination Chamber matches, and both of them are definitely interesting. So we started off, and this is the one I actually got to see, was the Women's Elimination Chamber, which is the very first Women's Elimination Chamber ever at all. And and that's crazy because WWE's been doing that with the women this year, and I think it's fantastic where they're putting them in all the matches that you never think women would be a part of. Like, they did the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, which was good. They did a Money in the Bank Women's Ladder match. They did a Women's Hell in a Cell earlier last year. And each time I go into low expectations because women happen to be built a little smaller than men in the wrestling sense. You know, most men in wrestling are 6'5", over 200-something pounds, and these girls, they're 5'6". I'm not going to guess their weight. That'd be rude of me. But you see what I'm saying is that it's just the build of these people are drastically different, and you're putting them inside such a dangerous environment. But I got to tell you, each time they do it, they blow me away. I've always been impressed. And this match tonight, this Elimination Chamber match, was no stop on that because it was fantastic. There was very, very violent. Well, not very violent, but as much as they can do. And we don't have a new women's champion, so that stayed the same. And now I want to talk about the men's one, though, because the men's one is different as well, because instead of 6 people in the match, there are 7. And I don't know how they're going to do this. I haven't seen the match, because I'm here bringing all of you the medal, which we'll get back to. But, so what are they going to do? Are they going to start with 3 people in like a triple threat style, then every 5 minutes introduce a new person? Or are they going to construct another pod to put the 7th person in? I don't know. But it's an interesting match, and the winner of the men's match, the men's Elimination Chamber, goes on to face the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, at WrestleMania. So the men in the match, we got some huge guys in this match, starting off with Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Elias, and there's one other person who I'm forgetting. So they're probably not going to win the match. I have my pick. I don't know if you have your pick already, but we're going to see. That match probably actually just ended. It's 11 o'clock. It's a new hour for Hammer Smash. So welcome to our second hour, by the way. But, yeah, we'll see who wins that match and who's going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar will make an appearance on Raw tomorrow night, where he will confront the winner of said match. So, there you have it. There's a little bit of Elimination Chamber talk. If you haven't seen any of these matches, I suggest go back to like early 2000s, watch these matches. They're so brutal. They're so metal. And even if you're not a WWE fan, crack open a couple Steve Weisers and just watch it for the fun of it. It's always a good time. Now we're going to keep on that brutal, vicious, violent match style topic. And we're going to play some new blood for you. Here's a band called Outrage AD. They're a Canadian metal band. And we're going to bring them to you right now. Here's Outrage AD on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Battle Soul on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Another great Canadian band. That's the song All I Understand coming at you. Now, I don't want you to go anywhere, because coming up, we're going to be talking about not Hammer Smash, that's us. We're going to be talking about Heavy MTL. Heavy MTL is coming back. They released their lineup, so we're going to take a look at that a little bit and play a couple bands from there. But first, I have a treat for all of you. One of our favorite bands here at the station, Candlemass. We're going to be playing a live song. We're going to be playing the song Demon's Gate, but not with the original singer, with our personal favorite Candlemass vocalist, Messiah Marcon. And this is his rendition with Candlemass of Demon's Gate on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM.
You're listening to Hammer Smash 103.7 FM CFBU.
Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. It's Metal Mike talking to you right now. Hammer Smash Joe is in Toronto. He's probably in the middle of a crushing mosh pit, just getting dummied. I was going to say a lot of other words, and I realized out of context that would have sounded very inappropriate. So, Joe's out there. He's checking out Watain and Destroyer 666 I'm holding the reins down here with the metal stallions inside of this studio that's actually just all white. I don't think there's one black thing in here except for this rat that I have sitting here on the desk. But yeah, you just heard 9 minutes of Candlemass with Messiah Marcon live at Stockholm. That was back in 2002. But let's jump to 2018, where I know in 2016 we seen that band play at Heavy MTL, and it was probably Joe and I's favorite show that we've probably ever seen outside of a stadium. Just there was so much energy, and it's a band that we never thought that we'd actually be able to ever see. And we got to see it, and they put on such a killer show, so much energy. It's great when you know all the songs too. But Heavy MTL is back. They didn't come by last year for some reason. I'm not sure the politics behind it. But they're definitely coming back again this year. And I'm going to read some of the bands that are going to be there. And I'm sure if you've already heard this, and you can let us know what you think. What you think of the lineup, what bands you like, what bands you don't like. And just give us your opinion on our Facebook page, Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. But I'm going to read some of the ones I find interesting. Of course, my man Rob Zombie is one of the headliners. Gojira is going to be there. Emperor is going to be there. I believe they don't come to Canada very, very often, so that's definitely a big one. Sleep, I love Sleep, so that's actually, looking at the lineup, they're like the standout band. One of those bands that just doesn't matter where they play, everyone's going to see them. I think it's going to be incredible. What else do we have here? Ailstorm, that'll be good. We were just talking about Ailstorm on the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise with Jillian Underhill last week, and she says that they put on a great show, so take it from her. She knows what she's talking about. Frickin' Rat's gonna be there. That's right, that band that sings Round and Round, they're gonna be there. So, hell, you know what? I would go just to see Rat. Rat's frickin' awesome. I don't care what you say. Also, Baroness is gonna be there, Voivod's gonna be there, Red Fang, Nile, Black Dahlia Murder, I Hate God, and another curveball. Rapper Tech 9 is going to be there. Now I know maybe some of you metal guys aren't really into hip hop or into rap, but I like most music, and apart from metal, I think my next favorite genre, except for classic rock, would probably be hip hop, and Tech 9's pretty good. I'm not a big Tech 9 rap guy, but like if he was performing while another band that I didn't really want to see was performing, and then 100% I'd either be there or at the wrestling ring, which they had 2 years ago, which is awesome. But also performing is that new band that broke out everywhere, Power Trip, and Power Trip is awesome. So that's just some of the bands. Now we got other bands which I don't really think should fit in. Bands like I Prevail, Asking Alexandria, Hollywood Undead, a lot of Between the Buried and Me. And I'll be honest, I don't think they belong there. Maybe you think differently. Maybe you enjoy those bands and you would love to see them. However, I don't think they fit in. But then again, do they fit in any less than Tech 9 does? And I just kind of went on how I'd said I would like to see Tech 9. So I'm oxymoronic. I don't care. I don't want to see those bands. Tech 9's okay. But I'm going to play two bands that if I were to go, and I actually just might, I will not miss. And we're going to play them back to back here on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Let's start off with Sleep. Here's their cover of Black Sabbath's Snowblind. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Hey, turn it up. You're listening to Hammer Smash Radio 103.7 FM, CFBU. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. It's Metal Mike talking to you right now. I got an update from Joe. Hammer Smash Joe's at the Watain Destroyer 666 show. I mentioned earlier how he was interested and intrigued on if Watain was going to dump the pig's blood on him. Well, I can officially confirm that pig's blood was spilt. The blood was spilt, the line was drawn. Was Joe covered? We don't know. We will find out either at the end of this show if he replies to me, or next week when he tells his whole experience from the show. But speaking of shows, there's so many shows going on right now. Like March 3rd, you better get your ass down to the Geekery because there's going to be 4 crazy good bands. Laid to Rest, Rebel Scum. There's going to be the Ripping Friends doing an all-metal cover band. Whatever monstrosity and abominations they can muster up, they're going to give it to you. And I mean that in a great way. And Decatur. So 4 great bands, all for the price of $5. You better get there. I will bring you to that show because you're damn right I will be there. Now we think on this show that we're playing good metal for you. And in our opinions, we're playing the best metal that we could find for you. But now we've officially confirmed that we play the best metal because our boys, we've been playing them from the start. Our boys in Astaroth Incarnate have moved on in the metal tournament that is being hosted by Waken Open Air. So basically what's happening in Toronto is every week, I believe right now, they're holding a tournament of metal bands. And the best metal bands move on in this tournament that are voted by the fans. And then the top one at the end of the tournament will get to actually play at Waken Open Air Festival. And our boys, Astaroth Incarnate, has made it to the next round. We knew it. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be all cocky now. And this band's going all the way because they deserve it. We play them all the time, and we still can't get enough of them. So here we are. We're going to play them again. Astaroth Incarnate. Here's their song, Obscurity, on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. It's Metal Mike talking to you right now. Taking this one alone, Hammer Smash Joe is not with me. But I will suffer no longer in his absence because the show is actually quite sad. I'm leaving and I have no one to talk about what we're going to watch tonight to. That's what Hammer Smash and I do. We leave the room, we go to our cars, and we talk about what we're going to watch tonight. He'll suggest me movies, I'll suggest him movies. But I'll probably end up going home and finishing up that WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. That is if my car is still there. Now, Metal Mike yesterday walked into that parking lot. Not yesterday, sorry. It was Friday night. Local wrestling was in town at the Meridian Center there. NXT Wrestling was there. And I thought I would be safe enough to park in our parking lot here. Though I am not a Brock resident and I don't have a pass, I tend to have been parking here almost every Sunday, bringing you the metal, and I have been fine. So I guess I got a little cocky, a little carried away, and I parked there on Friday, and I went to the wrestling show. I came back to the parking lot, and the car was missing. Yes, indeed, it turned out that my car was towed to the impound lot. I wasn't there for not even 2 hours. My car was no longer here. It was towed. Got brought to an impound lot. We had the Uber over there. The damage, $280 to get a car out of an impound lot for 2 hours, less than 2 hours. That's extremely, in my opinion, excessive. Maybe you're a tow truck driver right now and you're listening to this and you're like, well, no, that's pretty cheap. I don't know. You explain to me where the price is so damn outrageously high that I gotta pay that much money. In fact, I didn't even pay it. I had to have my good friend of mine to cover it. Ironically, his nickname is ATM. Doesn't mean he's rich. He's just a good guy. However, did get the car back after the lady had a little bit of trouble bringing it through the gate. Apparently, she couldn't find reverse on a car, even though she told me she was confident and could drive my car. But nothing seems to be wrong, and I'm still hoping that my car is there. But I guess that's all for me to find out, and maybe you to find out next week if the car is not here. Anyways, that's about going to wrap it up for the show this week. Next week, we may have a surprise for you. We may have some music coming in, live music coming in. We're not sure yet. We'll keep you updated throughout the week on our Facebook page, Hammer Smash 103.7 FM, or you can find our podcast, and that is now officially on YouTube. So you can look up Hammer Smash Radio online on YouTube, and you'll find our new podcast. We're going to be providing you some new video content in the future, which you can be checking out, and we're going to try to keep you entertained on the internet because we're only here once a week, so we don't have a lot of time. And Hammer Smash Joe will be back here next week, so I won't have to do this alone. You won't have to put up with me rambling to myself. Maybe I'll make him do it, and I just won't show up. No, I'll be here next week as well. But before I go, before we all leave, before you change that channel, we're going to have some brand new Black Wizard for you to listen to. Here's their song, Feast or Famine, on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. And as always, Meta Metal be with you, and as Metal Mike would normally reply. And also with you.